wall. If I can't see any of their posts, that means their profile is not public. So that's my tip number 2. If you are private, if your settings on Facebook are set to private, change that today to public. Don't panic. People go, yeah, but I don't want strangers seeing my children, right? Am I talking directly to you right now? Yes. Let me tell you how to fix that. Did you know that when you post on Facebook, you can put the privacy setting per post? Did you not know that? Yeah. So if I'm going to show a picture of my grandbabies, you know, running through the sprinkler in their little bathing suits, and I don't necessarily want a bunch of strangers seeing that, I'm going to change that particular post to family and friends only.
Oh.
Okay? So is that good? Okay, so am I done? I can just leave now? No? Okay, all right. Okay, so if they don't have a public profile, and I can't see anything that they're posting or talking about, I'm probably just going to go to the next person and click on their profile. Now, when I click there, they've got a picture. Their profile is public. I can see they're into kind of the same thing I am. I might go into their info and see, if they're into witchcraft, I'm not going to send them a friend request. That doesn't jive with me or my values, right? But if they have similar values where we can create an authentic connection, I'm going to send them a friend request. Okay? Now I'm going to ask all of you, please don't send me a friend request, because you're going to understand why I won't accept it with this training. It's not that I don't want 5 million zillion friends. I do. Facebook only gives you 5,000. So if 499, 4,999 of them are my team, who am I networking to? Nobody, right? So be, aware of your friend count. But you can go and you can even follow people. So I have had people in these groups comment, and I want to be connected to them, but they don't have any more I can't send them a friend request. So you know what I do is I click follow. You just, on the phone, you click the 3 little buttons and opens up and follow. And they'll follow them. Now, why do I want to do that? Why do I want to be their friend, and why do I want to follow them? Because I want to now continue our relationship on their wall. What we're doing is we're telling Facebook, oh, Nathan and Dana like to chat on Facebook. Nathan wants to see Dana's chickens. Dana wants to see Nathan's Disneyland trips, right? So Facebook now is going to do the work for us, and now we're going to start seeing our new friends in our feed. That's important because you want to talk on their feed. So when they post a picture of their kid graduating high school, you're going to go, you've never met the kid, you've never met this person in real life, but you're going to be authentically commenting on that post saying, congratulations, having a graduate is amazing, right? Because Facebook sends a notification, Dana Lombardi commented on your post, and now they go see it, and they're going to like it, and now my name is showing up. And now when I post, my post is going to show up in their feed, because Facebook is now understanding that we want to see each other. Does that make sense so far?
Yes.
Okay. Now, in that 24 hours, you also need to make sure that you get a separate notebook. I have a stack of, what do you call those books that they make you get in middle school? Composition books. I have a stack of those. And when I am very diligent on doing growing my network through groups, I keep a book with all the names of the new people that I have sent friend requests to. Because when I'm sitting down, and if I only have 1 hour, and I alluded to this when I talked yesterday, a power hour. I'm going to do something every day, even if it's only an hour. Well, when I sit down to do my power hour, I'm going to pull that book out, and those are the people I'm going to go look for, and I'm going to comment on their posts. Now, when you do that, though, don't comment on a post they did 5 days ago. It's got to be kind of a current post, because then you look stalker-like, so don't do that. You want to just do authentic, okay? And then I'm going to create that conversation. Now, at the 48-hour mark, so now 2 days after making that introduction post, I've sent friend requests. Now, I want to not forget this point. Now, I've sent friend requests to strangers in my chicken group. And a couple of them are like, in a private message, how do I know you? I got a friend request from you. This is why you want to keep names. And I go, oh, Rosie, we're in the same chicken group. We're in the chicken fanatic whatever group. And I loved how you named your chickens, and I would love to get to know you better. And almost 100% of the time they go, oh yeah, your chicken is Lucy, she's beautiful. And then she'll accept my friend request, okay? That's why you gotta know who you're dealing with. All right, now I'm gonna continue my authentic relationship with these new people, commenting back and forth. Now, here's the power of 10, or the rule of 10. If I am conversing with them 10 times and my business has not come up yet, that's when I go in and I do a specific post. So I'm going to share that with you in a second. But let me back up. There was a point I read here and then I walked away and forgot. Okay, here's what I do now. In my chicken group now, in the group that you choose, whatever it is, you go scroll the wall of that group. And if there's somebody that asks a question, like, do you guys give your chickens oyster shells or do you do eggshells for extra calcium? Any question, okay? And you know a good answer, a real answer to that question, here's what I do. I go into their inbox, PM, private message. Instagram, it's called DM, direct message, but on Facebook, it's private message. And I'm gonna say, hey Dana, I saw your post in the chicken, I'm gonna name the chicken group, about oyster shells or eggshells. This is what I do. I have oyster shells on hand, but I love to give them back the eggshells, and I clean them, put them in the oven, and I give her a tip. I've made no money, but I'm adding value. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
In one of my dishes groups, somebody asked a question about how do you get those stir marks off the bottom of your coffee cups? And I did a private message to this gal, and I said, you've got to get Barkeeper's Friend, and I actually included a link to where to get it on Amazon. I just added value and I've made no money. Now she's trusting me. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if we're in the inbox 10 times, okay, because I'm asking her about, I'm giving her value, and I'm commenting on her wall, and we haven't talked about business, I'm gonna send her a message, and you guys, it doesn't have to be 10. It could be 12, it could be 8, it depends on how much back and forth communicating. When you feel like you have an authentic start of a relationship, this is when you'll do this. You'll send a message and you'll go, oh my gosh, Dana, I just realized that we've been chatting now for 3 months and I've never told you what I do. I'm sure you've seen some of my posts when I talk about the immune system company, which right now we're flooding our social media with our jobs, right? I work for the immune system company. The cool thing is I get to work from home and I impact a lot of people. If you have with my smartphone, I can do whatever I want, work wherever I want. Tell me a little bit about what you do. So see, I'm introducing that this is what I do. I'm putting in there that I work from my phone, that I have freedom of time, and that I impact a lot of people. And now I'm totally going away from that, and I'm like, now what do you do? Well, the rude thing of her would be not to answer, but that's not how our relationship is going. We're answering each other, right? So she's gonna tell you, she's gonna say, I am a whatever. And then we're creating a conversation. Now the reason you wanna do that is because now I'm gonna do a picture at one point with our new blue vanilla NutriStart, probably in a beautiful wine glass. I'm gonna make my picture look perfect. And I'm gonna say, if you're gonna drink NutriStart, you better do it in style, something like that. And then of course I'm getting spirulina, and I'm gonna point out some of the goodness of that product, and she's gonna see it because we have this relationship. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the other tip, if when you do that kind of post, let me see if I'm out of order. No, nailing it. Okay, so if you do that kind of post about your product and people say, I want more information, I need what you've got or whatever, and they comment on there about that, here's what I do. The day of I'll send you a direct or send you a PM is kind of gone now. People find that to be pretty sketchy. Okay, so I will answer the question pretty generically. It's almost a meal replacement, and don't take these words because I haven't practiced what I'm actually going to say at this point, but I'll say something like, it's just shy of a meal replacement. The only reason it's not is it's not enough calories, but I put it in almond milk. It's called NutriStart. I can send you a link where you can learn more about it. And if you choose to order, it'll be at my cost. And I don't put my link on my wall. Why? Because the millions are in the inbox. So now I'm going to send her, so I'm not just saying I'm sending you a PM, because now everybody else that's reading that is going, oh, that's so, what's the secret? It just, right? It just feels itchy.
Yeah.
So now I've given everybody that's reading it enough information, and I'm putting my link in the inbox. But I don't just go and drop a link. I go, thank you so much for commenting on my post. First of all, you're going to die with how yummy this thing is. And I love to do it in oat milk or almond milk. You can do it in water, it's no big deal. But wow, what a nutrient dense product this is. Here's the link. If you click the product information button, you'll see all the frequently asked questions and ingredients. If you need any help, please let me know. Now I'm gonna go back to my notebook and I'm gonna write down next to her name that I sent my link. Because guess what? If I don't see an order or a My Shop, I'm going to go back to her in about 48 hours. Hey, did you get a chance to read that information about that product? What do you think? And sometimes I get, oh, I haven't had time, I'm so busy. Oh, girl, I get it. I've got, 8 chickens and 6 granddaughters and da-da-da-da. I get busy. I'll pop it down here again for you, and I'll check back with you. I'll check back in with you in about a week. Does that sound okay? And they're going to say yes. Now I have permission to check back. So I'm not spamming the inbox. Is this all making sense?
Yes.
It's all about authentic relationships, okay? And the more you do this, the bigger your network will grow faster. Okay. It says I have 9 seconds. I can keep going, right? There's some stuff to ring. Okay. All right, here's the other thing too. I will go when I'm busy, and if I'm only doing a power hour, I'm very intentional. You guys, social media, as you may know, can be a time sucker. It is not income producing activity for you to be on social media scrolling and randomly commenting, right? I'm very strategic of whose posts I'm commenting on. Now there's times that I'll sit down and just, take an hour off, and that's when I can allow myself to do that. But when you're doing this, you want to be very authentic. Now, what we do at the Immunity Community is we have a group that is for our team to be able to put their prospects into. Do not ask to join our group because the answer is no. But I recommend that you start a group. If you don't have a product group, I don't mean to be mean, but I can't have millions of people in there, because then that group becomes very big and people get lost, right? So we're intentional with that. But start a group about your product. And then what you can do is you can invite those new connections that you have to be in that group where you've got all the frequently asked, the product profile sheets in there. We're still doing the same thing with our selfies with our product. When there's a sale, when there's a BOGO, when there's new products, when there's a back order, when there's low on stock. Sometimes we'll get a heads up that something's low on stock. We'll go and put that in there. If you want this product, you should get it now, because it's most likely going to we'll give them information. Do you see what I'm saying? So now when you add them into this group, if your business with that person isn't moving as fast as you want to, now you have an added layer of support, because they're seeing posts in that group. But the way to make that group successful is you've got to have your team participate in there, right? So it's add, tag, message. Add them into the group, tag them on a post that would interest them, and then message them. You always want to be in that message, okay? And then your team, you train your team to add their people. And I tell my team this, some of them are sitting right here and they know it. If you're going to add people to that group to grow your business, you better participate. And so my team's awesome. They'll put in their content posts. They'll put in, a little testimony. They'll put in all kinds of things. And so everybody else is getting drawn back into that group. So see, you can find new people in these groups, and you can keep these people interested or marinating in this group. And I literally have signed, in fact, while we've been at Convencion, I've signed 2 people that I put into that group a couple years ago. So it's not overnight. That's why you got to do a lot of it, so that you get some overnight sales and some long-term sales. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, when you are talking with these people in these groups, and again, you can do as many groups as you have time for. When your relationship, now I'm going to circle back to a group maybe that I've been working in 6, 7, 8 months ago. When we've got this communication where she's on my wall all the time, I'm on her wall all the time, we know each other from Facebook, I'm going to send her a private message when the time is right. You've got to feel it, can't be spammy, feel like selling. And you're going to send a message and say, can I ask you a favor? Now I know that's an open-ended question, but most people want to help you. And so if you're authentic about it, can I ask you a favor? Sure, what do you need? If I were to write up a post, would you put it on your wall so that your friends can know that I'm the immune system lady, or whatever you've coined yourself, that I am the leader of the immunity community, or, you know, whatever it is for you. And as a thank you, I'm gonna send you 10 days worth of this new product, right? We just got these little packs in the Immune Boost things. You could send them some of those. You could send them, sometimes you've got to invest back into your business, or you know what? Some of my team says, I don't have any money to invest right now. I'm saying, use your loyalty points and order some Rio Vita sticks or some energy sticks, or, you know, and then you can send those out, okay? And then now you've got some of these people that are actually posting for you. Now the other, and I know I'm moving fast, the other thing that I like to do too is I'll ask for referrals. And I'll say, hey Mel, I know you're not interested in what I do. So now I'm kind of taking off the table. I'm not gonna recruit you. I know you're not interested in what I'm doing. But do you know anybody that's looking for some residual income and better yet might need a better immune system? My business runs off of referrals. Would you be willing to send me some referrals? Absolutely. People want to help you. So ask for those referrals. Now Mel's going to come back and give me 3 referrals. She might say, well, what exactly is it you do? And boom, there's the door open. But if she doesn't, now I'm going to go reach out to those referrals. I've already got some credibility because Mel gave me their name. And I'm going to say, hey Jill, I got your number from Mel. I'm in network marketing. I represent the Immune System Company, and she thought you would be interested in hearing a little bit about our company. Do you have a minute to chat? Make it simple. Don't say, do you have some time to talk? Can we hop on the phone? Just say chat. Sounds short, sounds simple, okay? And when I get those people interested, which has happened a lot, you guys, before I sign them up, guess who I'm gonna call? I'm gonna call Mel. Or I'm going to send Mel a private message. I'm going to say, Mel, thank you so much for those referrals. 2 out of the 3 people that you sent me are signing up. Have you ever thought of doing what I do? It can be sometime, it can be part-time, it can be full-time, it can be just enough to pay for your product. And now I've opened up that conversation with Mel, and now I can share the business opportunity. I just don't lead with the business opportunity ever. Or maybe I lead with product 80% of the time. Does that all make sense?
Yes.
Are you all going to get out of the groups you're not using and into some new groups? That don't be looking for immune system groups. Everybody, all the other immune system companies out there, reps are looking for immune system groups. Everybody in hockey groups and dishes groups and chicken groups and whatever groups, they all have immune systems. So do that route. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, you guys. Any questions? Yes. Okay, her question is, how do you delete or get out of the groups that you're in that you're not active in? You go to the group, and I believe there's 3, if you're using your phone, there's 3 little buttons, or a gear. Let me see. And you just click leave group. You just click leave groups, pretty easy. 3 lines? Thank you. In the upper right corner. And you just click leave group. All right. Do I have some time to give away stuff? Nathan? Okay. It's not gonna be that easy. You have to pay attention.
Okay.
All right. When you're looking for groups to join, what's the sweet spot of amount of people? Yes.
500.
Say it louder, just you.
500 to 2,000.
Close?
500 to 2,000.
No? No? Oh, you know what? Yes, he won. He said the right thing. I was going 200 to 2,000. You're right, 500 to 2,000. Well, that was really epically mean. Sorry, congratulations. What did he give you? Yeah. Okay. What is the first thing you do when you get accepted into a new group? Raise your hand.